Selling your home isn't just about listing it and waiting for an offer. It's a strategic process that blends effective marketing, flexible showing, and collaborative negotiation. In this video, I'll show you the step we use to sell our home quickly and at full price, and how you can do the same, even if you're selling on your own. Hey, I'm Hamza Riyasat, a realtor, and along with my younger brother, we help people buy, sell, and invest in Metro Atlanta, Georgia. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So the most important thing before you even list the property online is you need to have a clear mindset. You need to ask yourself, if I receive an offer today, am I ready to move right now or do I need time? The reason this is so important is because we had sellers whose property we listed online and they got a cash offer for the full price, which they end up declining it and taking the property off market because they weren't ready to move. They weren't fully prepared. Because moving a house isn't supposed to be easy. It's one of the most stressful events in your life. Now it's time to put your home on the market. This is where you'll see 90% of the result because our main goal is to maximize exposure. Whenever we take a listing, we put it on 250 websites on major platforms like Zillow, Realtor, and even niche website. Because it doesn't hurt to put it in there, it can only help us. After that, we take the listing and put it on all of the social media platforms. And we run 2 paid ads on the first month. And if we don't see any result, we run another paid ad the next month. For marketing, it is very important that you spend all of your effort on the first 2 weeks because this is where you see 70% of the result. So the golden rule is if you get 2 weeks no showing or 12 showing no offer, that means the market is telling you you really overprice your home. Now, after putting your home on the market, it's time for showing. The golden rule for it is make it as flexible as possible for the buyer to see it. Preferably 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day if possible. In the end, in these 2 months, if you can make it an inconvenience for you by making it a convenient for the buyers, the higher the chance for you to get a better offer. We had a seller who had a really tight schedule for their showing. In those 2 months, we got like 20 showings and we had to reschedule 10 of them. And from those 10, only 2 of them rescheduled and 8 of them moved on to the next home. So we basically lost 40% of the potential buyers because we didn't have a flexible showing schedule. And then we have open houses. They're one of the most influential things that most people tend to neglect. We had a listing in a rural area where we promised the seller will do an open house, even though an agent previously said it would be a waste of time and we'll be lucky if one person showed up. Still, we decided to do an open house and only one person did show up, but they had a relative in New York who wanted to do a 1031 exchange and wanted to buy this house. They sent a cash offer, which we were able to negotiate it to the full price. The eye-opener for me over here was I spent a lot of money on paid advertisement and got thousands of views. But that one person from open house brought in the perfect deal. And then we have negotiation. It's one of my favorite things because I view negotiation as a collaboration, not a competition. Because I always tell the other agent, the buyer wants to buy, the seller wants to sell, and we want the deal to close. So we're working together, not apart. And I always let them make a suggestion, which always end up helping me. And lastly, we have buyer qualification. It is very important that you check your buyer thoroughly. It is one of the most important things for sale by owners because don't hesitate to ask for a proof of fund or pre-qualification letter. In the end, if someone is trying to buy a $1 million property but only willing to put $5,000 as an earnest money, that could be a huge red flag. Because in the end, if you went under contract with a buyer who can't afford your property, then you're losing more than the buyer is. And also, if someone is trying to do a 1031 exchange, make sure they qualify to do a 1031 exchange. Lastly, it is very important to understand a home sold without an agent typically sell for 15 to 20% less than a home sold with an agent. If you found this video helpful, then subscribe for more real estate insights.